Shalom family, welcome to today. This week's Torah portion is Vayetzi, which means and he went out. It's Genesis 28:10 through 32:2. And there's a lot going on in this chapter. Some of the main events include Jacob's escape from Esau. Then Jacob has a dream of angels ascending and descending on a ladder. God promises Jacob a family and land and to protect him as he goes out. And we read about how Jacob served Laban, which was the father of Leah and Rachel. He served him for 20 years. And then Jacob is told that he should return home, and he has to make a fast getaway from Laban, and Rachel steals the family gods. And yeah, there's a lot going on, but what we are going to discuss today is when Jacob married Leah. And I am going to read about that in Genesis 29:18 through 26. It says, Jacob was in love with Rachel and said, I'll work for you 7 years in return for your younger daughter Rachel. Laban said, it's better that I give her to you than to some other man. Stay here with me. So Jacob served 7 years to get Rachel, but they seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. Oh. Then Jacob said to Laban, give me my wife. It's time. My time is complete, and I want to make love to her. So Laban brought together all the people of the place and gave a feast. But when evening came, he took his daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and Jacob made love to her. And Laban gave his servant Zilpah to his daughter as her attendant. When morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, what is this you have done to me? I served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me? Laban replied, it's not our custom here to give the younger daughter in marriage before the older one. So I never made this connection before, but reading it today, I realized that Laban deceived Jacob by giving him Leah disguised as Rachel under a wedding veil, much like how Jacob deceived Isaac by disguising himself as Esau in order to get the birthright blessing. We read in last week's Parsha that Jacob was quiet and he usually stayed at home while Esau was the outdoorsman and the hunter. This is important to note because leaving his home and tending Laban's flocks was outside of Jacob's comfort zone, and that's what God does. He calls us to trust his strength over our own when he sends us out. So, this is just my interpretation, but I feel like the 20 years Jacob spent working for Laban was, in a sense, making him worthy of the blessing that he stole from his brother. And all of this reminds me of the birthright we've been given as children of God through Yeshua Messiah. Although we can never earn that blessing, we dedicate our lives in service of the one who provided it. My prayer today is that we overcome any discomfort we feel while in service of the Lord. And our commitment and loyalty to God make us worthy of his blessing. And when he sends us out, we go out with courage. I love you all. Have a blessed day. Shabbat Shalom.